Show on the road. On the row. Damn it. Show on the row. Road. That's what happens when you type phonetically. You're saying things out loud, then you type it. All right. It's really hard to do. I don't understand. Yeah, I think the log thing's a bug. I don't think it's supposed to reset Sparky. I think there's just an unfortunate situation where it does happen. D-Wade does mention, have you heard that? Actually, what do you think about this, Rainey? Supercell answered the other day about doing special challenges, a developer Q&A, and they said they're going to introduce special challenges, maybe with unique rules or wacky effects. What do you think about that?
I think that's great.
What do you think could happen? What kind of special challenge do you think could be out there?
I think that it'll change the Valkyrie into a big, huge 10-cost card that just ambles around and... I don't know. I don't know. So maybe something like that.
All right, here we go. First game of the finals. They're going to play a best 2 out of 3, Clark Kent and Marcel.
Good luck, good luck. Wow,
Absolutely.
they're so mannered.
They're very nice. Not like that mean old Naders making angry faces. I think Princess is super underrated in this format. It's been going, it actually went kind of late in a lot of drafts. It went really late to Reddit Alpha. I think Princess is out of control, especially if you can grab something like arrows early. There's only so many ways to efficiently counter a Princess.
Yes. Though, Tombstone is actually a good card to delay the Princess for forever.
Yes. That's a good point, actually. That Princess is probably going to sit there and shoot goblins until he's out of breath.
Here comes a
boulder. Ooh, I like that he's using these tanks one at a time to keep that Princess just shooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even though I think unfortunately the Princess might finally go down, but only after getting a whole lot of value.
A Hog Rider on the right
side.
So
we have double Prince for Marcel P.
Oh, look at the skeletons are coming in. Has to play the Valkyrie, and the Hog Rider is going to get 3 swings there. Wow, Knight actually 1v1 the Dark Prince.
Right, and you know what? I really like the double Prince against the Bowler deck. I think that's actually something that's going to go really well for Marcel P in terms of matchups.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, but as we noted, Fire Spirit, Ice Spirit, Valkyrie are all committed to Marcel P's deck.
Absolutely.
So the real question I have is, okay, even if this works out well, will 3 Musketeers come back and just wreck Reddit Alpha?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think that they have the tools for it, but I don't know, I think they split them up between their decks, right? I think one deck probably has Freeze and Guards, the other has Ice Spirit and Valkyrie, you know what I mean? They made both their decks 3 Musketeers proof, which I think is a really smart deck building play of them.
All right, Dark Prince.
It's a good point. Clyde's mentioning in chat that Double Prince is pretty wrecked by Tombstone, especially because it's so cheap you can cycle to it and always have a Tombstone available.
Yep, and the Princess is not super helpful.
And what are the last 2 cards in Marcel P's deck? Because we know they don't have Zap or Arrows.
Yeah.
Right? Those are both in...
oh, the timing might be good. No, it's not
good. Right at the end, though. But actually, good job by Princess to help clear that up.
Yep.
So far, though, Clark Kent's looking pretty strong because you're right, the Tombstone's really keeping that thing off. Those Hog Riders, though, aren't nearly as effective as I think they could be.
Yeah, 434 health on the bottom right tower for Clark Kent. I think he's sitting pretty comfortable. I mean, it's defensive enough between Ice Wizard, Tombstone, and Bowler. There's the freeze.
There's that freeze we were talking about.
Yep, there's a freeze, and I don't know if Marcel P has the power to do it. I think he really needed big bodies.
I think, actually, I don't know. Whoa, no! Oh, I didn't get the hitting in. Okay, wow. I was going to say, if this thing does hit, then he's in trouble. If it doesn't hit, I don't know. There's still a lot of opportunity because notice that there's no direct damage in Clark Kent's deck. He's a play. Oh, psych! Psych on old Rummy Hammy. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's a well-constructed deck on Clark Kent.
Very good part by Clark Kent. That was very different.
I really like that he separated the Giant and the Bowler. Really, he just identified, okay, I want the Bowler, the Tombstone, and the Ice Wizard, then that'll be enough defensively for my purposes, and then we just counter push with Hog Rider, have that Lightning for additional spell cycle.
Right.
And it just worked out perfectly. I think that was a very clean deck.
Yeah. Let's see if he subs it in.
Let's see.
Woohoo. So I'm going to switch these things up. You know what's crazy? Clark Kent not playing Miner.
Oh, yeah.
Miner was taken by Reddit Alpha, but yeah, Reddit Alpha has Miner, which I think we can assume then Zadie is playing the Miner deck.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I think Marcel P might be in a very tough spot.
Right. Uh-oh.
Here comes a Prince.
Here comes a Prince that has no care about a Bowler at all. It's going to walk right through it. And actually, that bowler, the prince actually might be able to do a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, it's not. Oh no, one skeleton does walk.
The problem is that the princess isn't locked onto the bowler and isn't helping out.
Yeah.
Oh, great placement there, where it's soaking but not taking damage. The Hog Rider goes down the other lane in response to the cannon coming down.
Gets one swing, but now there's a lot of elixir on the board that Clark Kent has to answer to. His tombstone is down, and he only has 5 elixir. This
would be a good time to play a prince, actually, because that tombstone might go to... Oh, never mind. The knight ends up absorbing that push.
Yeah, Clark Kent is really demonstrating why tombstone is crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a really strong... That's what I really like about draft format, is that because everyone doesn't have answers to everyone doesn't have zap and poison and whatever, a lot of cards that seem kind of niche and maybe not that strong become really powerful because you realize, oh, this card's only not insane because every deck has zap and poison or ice spirit or whatever.
Yeah. All right, goblins take down the princess. Oh, prince freeze, but I don't think that'll be enough.
Oh, the ice spirit goes over to the tombstone instead. You're right, though. That was 9 elixir. Oh, man.
Good thing he was able to take down the bowler, though.
I think Marcel P is realizing that his double prince setup is not quite going to work.
Yeah, I think that Tombstone without spell removal is tough.
Right.
Especially because you don't have any building chasers either, so your troops will always try to clean up the skeletons.
Great lightning there. I like that. Hog Rider goes down to the Ice Spirit. Good Ice Spirit defense there.
Oh, so many skeletons.
Now, what's the other card in Marcel P's deck? He's got an 8th card, and we haven't quite seen it yet. I wonder if it's... He doesn't have lightning. Clark Kent has lightning and rocket, so it's not one of the traditional things you might expect. It's like a rocket in the back or whatever.
Yeah,
he has Fire Spirits. Maybe it's Fire Spirits and he's not using them.
Oh, Prince gets sidetracked, yeah.
That tombstone is just nuts. Oh, he timed it just a little. Oh, but the Valkyrie cleaned it up. Okay.
But the question still is, there's no building chasers, and so you're going to get distracted by 100% of the units when you have Knight, when you have Ice Wizard.
The double princess though is stacking up. This could be a path to victory.
Oh no
Marcel P.
No!
Target. The prince came down a second too late. That could have been it, I think. Honestly, I mean, like if you can get out multiple princesses,
I think he would have benefited from widening their angle a little bit.
Okay.
You know, you might as well. The princess has so much range. Just make sure you're not feeding. Wow, that's a good lightning.
Great lightning right there. You can get 1 hit in, 2 hits, and I think he might just be going for like a lightning, the sort of lightning zap strategy. You can just kind of pull it out. But this is a lot of stuff. This is a really big push. That can definitely overwhelm and double elixir time.
Oh, Dark Prince takes down all the skeletons and will wipe out the goblins and the freeze.
So right now, Clark Kent's in a situation where he's just got to start throwing elixir down in order to defend it. It's not turning out too good for him. He's losing a lot of troops here to the same 9 elixir that have been on the field for a while.
That was a big push, but the question is still no connection onto the tower. The only thing was a fireball that actually did damage, and at this point, Marcel P needs a lot more repetition. Oh no!
The lightning comes out. I was gonna say the worst card in there actually might have been the freeze because there was nothing to freeze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he froze, but it was like what do you? There's no damage being done to the bowler or the tower, so the freeze was maybe a little misplaced. I liked everything else though about Marcel P's push there though. It seemed really good. Awesome. So that is Clark Kent 2-0 over Marcel P. Now it is Haters request Zadian.